If you feel, you believe strongly that school is can drop out, tell your father and your mother that you should not pay your school, you should give the money. I'm a Nigerian, shout out to every Nigerian out there.
Don't fail us. Don't fail us. Don't fail us.
I failed myself. This guy. Everybody, you know what I think? It's scam me.
I'm not the one.
Audience, you know what this tells you that everything you have learnt.
No.
I'm trying to say is a lie. Look, as far as you're a Nigerian, I would advise you get the certificate.
Hello guys, my name is Oluwatobiloba and we are at the interview section of Gospel Entertainment Network. And today with me in the studio, I have a friend, a senior brother, and he has proven to us in many ways that he's, God, I don't know what to say. I don't really know what to say. But then I have someone here with me in the studio and I would love him to introduce himself. Over to you, sir.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Olani Samuel Ashegun, a graduate of estate management and valuation and researcher, a data analyst, a realtor and a public speaker.
Of which school, sir?
Kaduna State University, Kajecha campus.
Can tell me that you're first class student.
I also graduated with a first class degree. Yeah.
Okay, so is that all about you? Introduce yourself, like
Okay.
to know more about you.
Okay, well, I'm also privileged, honored to be the founder of Youthful and Balanced. So, Youthful and Balanced is a not-for-profit organization, and what we do there is to help teenagers and young adults like myself to live significant and productive life. And we've been doing this for, I think, just over 4 years down the line, and amongst many other things. Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Okay,
so before we move to today's topic, we are going to be doing a game.
Okay.
Before then, we move to the topic. Let's first start with the topic first. Okay, so the topic is school a scam?
Okay.
First, sorry, what's your definition of school? Like, what's your definition of school?
Okay, let me start by bringing a clarification. There is actually a difference between a school and getting educated, right? So a school is basically the four walls of an institution or a classroom where you can, get learned as regarding a particular profession or field, okay, right? So basically that's what a school is. It's a four wall of an institution, a classroom, or any place, any medium, right, where you can get learned or get knowledge over a particular field, niche, or profession.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, school is actually different from education.
Yeah, there's a big difference between school and education.
So, what's your thoughts on school is now?
Okay. One of the messages I've consistently put out there is to tell people that school is not a scam. That's the common misconception among many young people, right? And then we fail to understand that we are no longer in the revolutionary age, right? Before now, right, one of the things, the requirements for getting a high-paying or a high-income job is that you go to school, right, with a first class or a good degree. There are works waiting for you. We are no longer in that dispensation, right? I believe that school is not necessarily meant to put food on your table. I've consistently said is that school is meant to do 3 things for you. Number 1, school is meant to open you up to new ideas and opportunities. Number 2, school is meant to connect you to people. There are certain people that I've met currently that are now important part of my life.
Sure.
I mean, these people has helped me to, experience a quantum leap in everything I do. And the truth is that if I had not gone to school, I probably would not have met them. Yeah. So, and then the third thing that school does to you is that school gives you an edge over others, because, like it or not, there are still certain doors that only your academic certificate can open. It does not mean that you need school to be successful in life, but then as per relating certain doors, there are certain doors that only your academic certificate can actually open for you. So you, if you have that certificate, right, you have an edge over many others that don't have it. Yeah. So I've never believed that school is a scam. I've never.
Okay, so you said there are certain doors that school or your results, your certificates can actually open.
Yeah.
Okay. So regarding to bringing food on your table, there are some people that I've seen who that is their only source of income. They went to school, they became, let's say, pilots, or they became their occupation, what they do, and that's the only thing that is bringing food to their table. And there are some people that are just on their internet and they are making money. What can you say to those kind of things?
Okay, let me put a disclaimer and a bias out there. There are actually people that what they are using to fend for themselves currently, right, is what they've learned in school. I mean, and their profession is really paying them well. But then you need to understand that we are in a world of, you know, snakes and ladders. If you remember that when we used to buy that cabin biscuits,
yeah,
you know, there's
at the back.
That's thing that if you shake the dice, that if you get a good number, you go up.
Yes.
And then there's a particular place you're going to eat. There's a snake there and it's going to send you back. Right? The world is actually a world of snakes and ladders, right?
Okay.
There is likely going to be an exception, and most times the exception is unlikely going to be you. Now, somebody actually studied a course and is making money from it. Does not mean that if you go down that path, you are going to do that is going to also work for you. So it is why, as a young person, right, you must learn to buy many options. There's a song in my tribe that says that as the world transition, we must learn to adapt with the transitions too, right? The world is going digital. I believe solely that I feel like there are certain courses that we should not be studying in school. I'm serious, because we have online academics or online platform like maybe Coursera, EduTech, that has made these things very simple for us. You can go there and in the space of 6 months, 3 months, you have been able to learn what you should be learning in school for 4 years, right? So my contribution as regarding that question is regarding people that have gone to school and making money and those that are actually learning skill. Let me even say this. What I'm currently using to fend for myself is not related to what I studied in school. And mind you, I graduated with a first class, right? But what I'm using to be financially buoyant since I graduated from school last year, November, is not related to my course of study. And currently, like I said, I'm a data analyst and I do a lot of academic research, right? That has been fending for me. Currently, I've diversified into poetry. Yes. I have bets, right, that I'm actually training, and then I sell at some point after they've matured, right? So I'm about going for service, right? Imagine just waiting that, okay, after graduating from school, I'm not doing anything. I want to wait for the next till service time, and after service, I want to go and be looking for a job. I'm going to suffer. I mean, and for young people, especially from the kind of background and environment and the family and the tribe I'm coming from, many of us, our parents believe that once they have trained you to your tertiary institution, they are done.
Yeah.
So they are expecting that you should start bringing home. So, and imagine, I'm just idle, I'm not doing anything since I was done with school. There is no way I could support home, right? But I run a not-for-profit organization, like I said in the first place. I mean, and you know that whatever we want to do, any program, any event that we're putting up, we need money to fund it, right? Every vision that you have, it needs finance to be funded. So what I did, and I'm going to indulge anybody listening to me today, is that after school, I've been doing some of these things while I was in school, but even while I graduated, I bought more options for myself, right? Not every of us, let me even put out this bias again, not every of us is going to be book smart. Some people will graduate the first class and they may not even use a certificate.
Yeah.
So people are going to get it to first class or a 2-1, and they will truly use the certificate. They will work with it. And some people, what is going to fend them, what is going to connect them to high places, what is going to bring value, is not related to what they will study in school. So, but then you must learn to buy options for yourself. It's better to have the degree and not need it than for you to need that degree and you don't have it. I always put it out there. It is better that you have it and you don't need it than for you to need it and then you don't have it. If you feel like you are passionate about academics, this is the way for you, go for it. But while you're going for it, ensure you have other options. And if it is digital skills, like many young people out there, push for it. Push for it. So that's that.
Okay, so we are going down your memory lane.
Okay.
Has it ever happened to you whereby maybe when you were still in secondary school, thereabouts, that you came home with a bad result? what was the response of your parents?
Okay, I had one experience. It's a funny one though. I've always been I think under God really. I know one of the things that God has really helped me to do is that He has given me the ability to understand things quite easy. But trust me, I burn the midnight candles too.
Yeah.
There's a place of God giving a man the ability to do well, right? And there's the place of a man also paying the requisite sacrifices for that wisdom to find expression.
True.
So I've always been an student right from my primary school days. So there's this girl, her name was Aisha. That girl is my competitor. If she takes first, I'm going to take second position.
Aisha, wherever you are.
Aisha is married now. If I take first, she's going to take second. So we both wrote common entrance, and then results came out. I mean, we were among the top 5. We were not the first because people from other schools also came. I mean, brainiacs. But then we were excited. So we felt, we were doing so well at primary school. So, the GSS level was going to be like that.
Yes.
And then my dad was not working in Kaduna State, he was working from Kano State. And then after my first term examination and results, unfortunately for me, he came home the day I went, he came a day before we went to collect our results.
God.
I went to school, we went to collect results, and I was in 8th position. I could not relate. I think we were 36. I was in JSS 1B.
Okay.
I was in JSS 1B. And then I think Aisha had like 20 something. I'm not joking with you, I'm not capping right now. So I took 8th position. And then my older brother, my brother was still in school then, that was when he was graduating. And that particular term too, he did not come out as the best graduating student. I'm sorry, as the best in commercial. He was in the commercial department. He didn't come out. The both of us could not go. We had to go to, because we've never had experiences like that.
Yes.
Personally, I could not relate with it because I felt I was doing well when I was at my primary school days, so it should continue like that. So we went to our pastor's house then. We went to our pastor's house. So it was our pastor that now called my dad and my friend this is what is happening. But and my pastor was trying to justify that 8th position is not so bad. Out of 26 then and all those things. So it was the following day after everyone had pacified my dad. That was when I went back home. So yes, and since then I didn't have
He did not flog you.
He didn't flog me. He's pastor and everything. So I was not flogged. So I think since then I have not had any. I picked up. Yeah, I picked up. I saw my lapses, and then I worked on them. So that was one experience I cannot forget.
Okay, so during your university days, what were your challenges? What was your challenges? What did you face?
Okay, my challenges. Okay, so let me put this out there to probably encourage someone. I did not start with a first class from my level.
Okay.
My course is a 5-year course. It was when I get to, I think it was at the end of 200 level. That was when I became a first class student and I was able to maintain it. And at 200 level, I was already a leader in fellowship. I'm an Ifesian. Shout out to every Ifesian out there. Yeah, so I'm a proud Ifesian, right?
Okay.
So at 200 level, I was made the academic secretary of the fellowship. But then because of the position, it means I had to double my effort
Yes.
as
Yes.
an academic secretary. But then the issue, I started having an issue in my 300 level
Okay.
when I became the president of the fellowship. Yeah. And mind you, I was in the history of my campus, I was the only one that was president 2 times, I mean consecutively.
Wow.
And because of, I think was it Corona break, so we did a lot of ministerial online. That was why I was a 2-time president for 3 consecutive years. So when I became president at my 300 level, it was a little challenge for me. Okay, I think no, 400 level. The challenge started at 400 level. It was a challenge for me because in the history of my campus, especially in the fellowship, many people that I knew that were president, they faltered.
Okay.
Some of them could be doing well academically, but when leadership comes, it shakes them. Yeah. So and it was a major challenge for me because this was the reason. When I went for screening, they told me which position would I like to. I told them I was going to continue as the academic secretary. And then in IFES, nomination or screening is not outrightly the position you're going for. There's still going to be election where people will vote you into these things. Now, mind you, my folks had intentions to go into departmental politics. In fact, my form, it was some of my classmates that gathered the money to buy the form, the vice president form, because it is in 400 level you come out as the vice president of the department, because they wanted me to be there. So, and everything happened in the space of 1 week. So I was elected president of the fellowship a week to my birthday then, I think 2020, I can't remember, a week to my birthday, yeah, I was elected president of the fellowship. A week after, I was elected as the vice president of my departmental association. Now, one of my academic mentors there, my lecturer, he had issues with it. And it was that person that told me that I should not be in a relationship until my 300 level days in school. So when he heard that I was elected fellowship president and then I want to combine it with school politics, it was a serious challenge. He told me that I had to drop one. So I met my other academic role model. If you are going to be seeing this, Mrs. Alodun, I love you so much. Right? So, and then the first person was Mr. Adams, I love you too so much. So she told me that, okay, do I feel like I can do it? And naturally, by default, I'm one person that I do not believe in impossibilities.
Yeah.
I've always said it. I thought that, well, I could try. I mean, pass waiting the teachers from class. You just have to read whatever. That was what I thought. So I was managing both, and you know what it means that as a Christian fellowship president, you are managing a secular organization, right? And then in the constitution, from our constitution, the president is more of a celebrity head. Major of the administrative works bounce on the vice president of the association. And imagine, so it means that I'm doing a lot of administrative work in the association and a lot. And if for anybody that's come in contact with NIFES is 70% administrative. Yes, you can't, when you are going for meetings, you have to be on suit. And you cannot just wear any type of suit. Is there a black suit, a ash suit, or a blue suit? No any type of socks. It has to be a black socks or a blue socks. If you are wearing a plain shirt, you have to wear a striped style. If you're wearing a striped shirt, you have to wear a plain. So there was so much administrative. I learned so much of administrative management.
I told you should wear casual clothes. I thought you wear casual clothes. You went to
I will listen to your instruction. So that was where the challenge came from for me, because I was managing these 2 things. So I was not having time to study as much as I had to. I've never missed class.
Wow.
but I missed. I mean, before then, I had not missed class, but because of
The kind of
leadership, yes, I had to miss a class. And I'm one person that whatever I'm being taught in class is okay for me.
Okay.
I just have to just go and
Put small.
put small efforts. Then I enjoy when I learn directly from the person who is teaching. So I started having challenges. Sometimes there will be tests. I won't even know that there are no tests. And it's probably few hours before the test. And I cannot cheat. Because I'm the fellowship president.
You cannot.
And at that time, AIs has begun popping out. So I have friends that they are ready to use their phone. And because they know that, and if I tell people that, Baba, I never did, they don't believe me. It just feel like I'm whining there, I'm not whining there. And in all honesty, there's one of my friend, Sam, is the one that knows that if I told him I've not read, he knows I've not read. And then he just tries to find a way to summarize everything I need to know. And then I have friends like Jerry, Shedrack, even though I tell them that I've not read, they believe that I'm going to deliver. Yeah. So the challenge I was able to scale through, right, because of those guys around. But then managing the leadership, two leadership portfolio at the time, and then I was still president of Beautiful and Balance. I mean, we were still doing so many things at the time. So it's like I was presiding 3 organizations at the time. Yeah. So that was like a major, challenge for me. Yeah. That experience was a major challenge.
Amazing. So before we move to games,
why do I feel like this game is a tough one?
This game is a challenge for you.
In case I fail, you heard it already.
Okay, so moving to games.
Okay.
We're going to be asking you 3 questions.
Okay.
If you fail to, how do you think I'm here like that? If you fail to, we're going to be giving one of our viewers a gift.
Okay.
If you succeed in 2,
okay. I have a gift. You give me a gift.
I'm not giving you a gift. So if you fail to, you're giving one of our viewers a gift.
Okay.
And so, are you ready?
In case I fail, it's because I intentionally want to give you the gift. I'm ready.
Okay. What's the color of a mirror? That's the first question.
I need that way to set about this. The color of the mirror.
Yes.
Is there 50-50?
No, not 50.
Is there? Give me options.
There's no options. If you fail, you're giving me. I think
Give me options. Give me 2 options. Give me 2 options.
So.
Give me options.
So. You don't want to give her.
I don't know the color of the mirror. Is it white?
Color of the mirror. Just think.
Color of the mirror. Color of the mirror. Color of the mirror.
I don't feel us.
I failed myself. I don't know the color of the mirror. Well, it's definitely not white.
Yeah.
It's definitely not white. Something is coming to mind, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. Is it black?
you have 2 more minutes to go.
And I cannot ask a friend.
No.
I mean, I cannot ask the who my friend. I think I will pass. I don't know the color of the mirror.
Okay. So you failed the first
No,
one.
did you say if I failed 2 questions?
Yes, you failed the first one.
Okay.
Yes, you failed the first one. So this is the second question.
Okay.
What was the name of the garden that Adam and Eve lived in?
Eden now. Are you playing with my intelligence?
So the name of the garden was called
Eden.
Okay.
Did I get it? Of course. What was I got it?
Should I say it? Yeah, you failed.
It's not possible.
It was written in the Bible. It said, and the garden was placed in Eden. So there was no name.
There was no name. And I'm not going to fall for this one.
You said the name of the garden was called Eden.
Is it of the garden is called Eden now.
But it was written in the Bible that.
Which version? See, look, you need
Just
to
check.
you need to understand that the Bible is, in different versions.
Yeah,
So, wait. Why? This guy.
We have been too.
I don't know. I mean, one. This second question.
Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis. This second question. Okay, I'm coming. That should be.
Even if you get this one, you will not get the next one.
Look, I'm sure I got this one. Let's continue because of that time. I'm sure I got it.
Okay, so the last question. How many? You know, the Bible told us that that the wise men that came to see Jesus, they brought 3 gifts. So how many were these wise men?
23.
3 wise men. So I'm happy.
3 wise men now.
3 wise men. But you see, the Bible specifically told us that.
Jesus.
The Bible specifically told us that they brought 3 gifts, and the Bible said they were wise men from the east. From the east thereabouts.
Okay.
But the Bible did not specify.
So are you saying that what they taught us growing up in Sunday school is a lie?
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
It's the Bible way I tell you. You can also check it.
Everybody, you know what I think? It's scam.
I'm not the one.
Audience, you know what this tells you that everything you have learnt.
No. I'm trying to say
it's a lie.
I'm trying to say it's the Bible we are actually following.
Okay, I agree that
Yes,
the
the Bible we are.
So you are saying that they are not exactly 3 wise men?
The Bible did not actually mention the amount of people. The Bible said that.
Do you know John said? John said that every account, right, of what Jesus did could not be captured in the Bible. So he wanted to let me use the very bad. Everything Jesus did was not captured in the Bible. So it means that as a theology, like theologists, right, they have done research more than this, like so it's deep research, and even so far many pastors will be heard, fathers of faith, told us that they are true. Are you telling that every father of faith out there are lying?
I'm not saying they are lying. I'm trying to say the Bible told us that they brought 3 gifts. That was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Yeah. But the Bible did not.
Why didn't you ask him for the name of the gift? Why? All I know is that the 3 wise men that followed the start to give Jesus.
We shall know that you failed these 3 questions.
I failed one, which is the color of. No. I failed one, but nonetheless, I'm still going to give her the gift. Remember I told you I put her the gift for the gift. I failed. It's because I want to give her the gift.
Nice one. Okay, so what can you say to those watching? What can you say?
Okay, for if an undergraduate or a student, one of the things I will advise you is that you cannot begin to tailor, right, and plan for your life until when you graduate from school. You need to start planning and tailoring your life while you are still in school. Let me give you a quick story. I started. Because the allowance I was getting from home was very little. Very, very little, trust me. My allowance was very little. I had to look within. I did a SWOT analysis. I looked at my strengths, my weaknesses, the opportunities I have, and the threats that surround all the time. I realized that I was really gifted academically, and I have people who are sort of maybe lazy to do these things. I started doing assignments, I started copying notes for people. I've copied notes so that I can eat zobo and balls. I'm not joking.
I don't like copying.
I did these things because I felt like this was one of the easiest ways I could fend for myself. Yeah. I've tried many things. I did not say anything. I did not say anything. But did assignment, I've copied notes for people to get lunch. Niha, wherever you are, the Lord bless you.
Amen.
This particular lady, if I copy notes for her or do something for her, there's a pot of stew or egusi that is waiting. I did all of that right from when I was in Monroe Level School. Then primary level, that was when I learned data analysis using SPSS, and I did it for my school mother then, and she paid me. She told me that she wanted to pay me for the work I did for her, and that really opened me up. I used the Corona period, I learned graphic design, I learned video editing, animations. Like I made sure I was not idle, and those things really helped me. It introduced me to the digital space, and it's made me to be a person of value amongst my mates, to a point that if I talk, they want to listen to me. Right, so I did not wait till I was done with school to start planning what next of my life. So you need to start planning what is the next step, what you want to get out of life while you are still in school. So, knowing what I want to get out of life gave me a sense of clarity and direction. The world only claps for people that know where they are heading to. And if you don't know your destination as a young person, every bus stop is going to look like a destination. You feel like you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Look, test many waters, learn many things, try many things. But after doing all of that, come to a point where you can narrow down. I feel you cannot say school is a scam, yet you are going to that school. I feel like your rebellious spirit is not complete. If you feel school is a scam, drop out. Wait. I used to tell people, if you feel, you believe strongly that school is a scam, drop out. Tell your father and your mother that you should not pay your school, you should give the money. I want to go and learn business. Do you understand? Unfortunately, many people want to even start business, they don't even know the nitty-gritty of what business is. Right? And we make mistakes to not know that. We compare systems. We say, Bill Gates dropped out of school, Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of school. And Mark Zuckerberg got, his mother was part of the board of directors for International Business Machine, IBM. That is where Microsoft he started everything, right? They gave him loan. Jeff Bezos, they gave him loan. His father gave him loan to start Amazon. The same thing with Bill Gates. So these guys had something to fall back to the others.
Yes.
You cannot compare our system with theirs. Look, as far as you're a Nigerian, I will advise you, get the certificate. Trust me. There are still certain things that in the country that you need academic certificate to open. I know the kind of doors that directly the first class has opened for me. I know many doors that it has opened for me. I know how it has given me the enablement to say certain things in places.
Yeah.
So one of the things I would advise you is like get clarity for your parts. If you are in school, there's no point you want to go to school to study a course for 4 years, 5 years, and you will not devote your commitment to it. For that 4 years of your life, that should be your priority. While you buy other options, digital space, or you can diversify your income. That's one. Number two, understand that there's a difference between failing and being called a failure. Nobody is a failure. I failed at some point. There's a course I did called geometry. I had a D. Yes, I had a D in organic geometry, but that D was looking like A plus for me. I'm not very good with mathematics, right? But people expect that OSU should not be having a D. But I've had a D, and it's not the end of the world, right? You need to learn to fail forward. You cannot consistently have victories and successes forever.
Sure.
Look, it is life. No matter how you do. Have you had people that they graduated from school today with the first class, and then the evening of that day they told them that their dad or their mom is dead? They had the victory in the morning. In the evening, it was another thing. So you must understand that your prevalence, victories, and successes is meant to help you build capacity against your next challenge or your next failure. So that when these failures comes, you are receptive, you have built capacity to withstand this failure. So you are failing. Failing is continuous. It means that you are failing means that you can learn from those errors. Errors are feedbacks from the future. That thing you failed while trying or while doing, you can never fail it again. Lastly, trust the process, right? Embrace your journey. You go see shaking. I mean, even at this level, I'm collecting my own fair share of these things. Trust me,
Everybody go
collect. But then, what sets you apart from others is that you see these things as an opportunity to do better.
Yeah.
I mean, even the best or the top guys out there are collecting their own. That what they just collected it from last week. I mean, Baba has been lamenting, consistently on the social media space. It's life. It's life. At the end, you're going to be fine. So basically,
Thank you so much for your time and everything. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe. Vico. Thank you so much. It's nice having you in the
It's my
studio.
pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir.